The follower is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 230 pounds, LA Knight.
And we thank you and welcome you back to joining us for event number 2, Pure Pro Wrestling Global Television. As always, and once again in the booth, it is the best damn pro wrestling commentator going, Arachnid Soul. There you see the man, LA Knight, stepping into the ring. The match that he had in the TV title tournament against Carmelo Hayes was so good that upper management has made it a best-of-3 series and deemed that the winner of the series will get a shot at Otis and that World Television Championship. LA Knight already up 1 fall, but he's got to score 1 more fall against this man, Carmelo, here tonight.
And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes, the young upstart, fighting out of the northeastern part of the United States. Carmelo has to essentially run the rack. He's got to win this match here tonight to tie the score. Then next week, he's got to win that match also. I assume that the championship shot that he will get will be granted against Otis in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to see what decision management makes. In any case, Carmelo Hayes, as we've stated before, 5'10", 210 pounds. LA Knight at 6'1", not much of a height advantage, but a 20-pound weight advantage at 230 pounds. Carmelo has his work cut out for him. I have to think it would be a massive upset if Carmelo can defeat Eli Drake, aka LA Knight, here tonight, and we're going to see how this thing plays out. We're going to send it back to ringside. The opening bell sounds, and once again, we are live. We thank you for joining us here today. We do it every single week. There's a boot from LA Knight and a DDT. Knight now. Looks like he shoots the half. Lateral press, hooks the far leg. Referee in position. Only got a 1 count that time. You gotta think that LA Knight will be looking to win this thing as he blocks the super kick. Because if LA Knight wins here tonight, he will become the #1 contender for that Global Television Championship. Carmelo Hayes now working the lower extremities of LA Knight. Cranking, torquing on the inside of that knee. LA Knight has a move that he likes to finish people with. It's almost like a variation of an ace crusher mixed with the DDT. He calls that the blunt force trauma. We saw him use it in the tournament. As a matter of fact, it's the move he beat Carmelo with in the tournament. Carmelo, as we stated before, in that Los Angeles Lakers gear, has a move that he calls nothing but net. It's almost like a famouser or maybe a rocker dropper off the top turnbuckle, a leg drop to the back of the man's skull. We're going to see who connects here tonight. Carmelo off the K-Brada. No one home that time. LA Knight rolls through into the Boston Crab. Almost shades of Lance Storm, who would take that similar hold, but it would be a single leg crab. LA Knight really needs to sit back, and it looks like he's trying to now, but Carmelo spins those hips, twists out, kicks his man off. Well, ducked one to eat one. And how cocky, how confident is LA Knight? We've talked a little bit about this last week. I mean, Eli Drake, excuse me. LA Knight, it's confusing for me because he's confused. He comes out, the Tron says LA Knight, but he gets in the ring and he says Eli Drake. And again, we're gonna have to talk to him and see what's been going on with him. Carmelo now back in the driver's seat. The ground and pound there rains down with those right knuckle arrows. Carmelo Hayes thought he was going to pick his man up. He did not. LA Knight shot off to the corner that time. Carmelo comes in. Axe Bomber style lariat in the corner. Carmelo looks like he's going to fly up to the middle rope. Got some distance. Frog splash was pretty far away, and it did not help that LA Knight rolled out of the way. Knight now, hard right hand, high crotch, scooping a slam that time, almost like a power slam. He went down with him, landed on top of him. Irish whip to the ropes. Knight drops down, ducks the head, back body drop, nicely executed, textbook. And there's that basement style drop kick. Knight tops his man, hooks the leg once again. That time only getting a 1 count. The World Television Champion Otis has been really running roughshod over everyone. We're gonna see if one of these two men can take that belt off of Otis, but in doing so, not only would it be a huge upset, they've also got to try to win here tonight. Ducks behind, wraps around, lays the smackdown. We saw that in the tournament with that DDT does Carmelo Hayes. This is pure pro wrestling. And this is a new great wrestling league for you to check out. We will be posting these videos every Saturday morning. Full arm dragon twist there, drops behind. Pulls the pump handle into a single arm power bomb. LA Knight tops his man. Once again, only getting a 2 count, not able to get the job done yet. And you've got to think that these guys are going to be a little bit more tough, a little bit more hungry, a little bit more tenacious here tonight, and they're not going to give up as easily. I mean, if you're LA Knight, you're thinking, I've got to win this match, and then I'm getting a shot at the gold. If you're Carmelo Hayes, you're thinking, I've got to figure out how to win this match and then come back next week and win the tiebreaker match. Collar and elbow here. Carmelo Hayes, 3/4 cravat chancery into the Dr. Teeth style neck breaker. Hayes says, ballin' like MVP, shoots the hoop, comes in. Went for that lariat in the corner again, could not get it that time. LA Knight, once again, high crotch, scooping a slam. That modified power slam we saw before. And then it's just a knee to the back of the dome. LA Knight now, modified camel clutch. A lot of times a guy will reach through and hook the chin, but he's also got the opponent's arms over his own knees. LA Knight doing it a little bit different, putting a slightly different torque on the hold there. I like that. That's innovative. Carmelo Hayes now fighting from underneath. Inside elbow shiver that time, and you saw LA Knight holding his head that time. We'll take a look at a replay there of that DDT at center ring. Knight picked back up to his feet, Irish whipped off to the ropes, ducks through, spins through into that modified Hangman's Noose style neck breaker. Hayes now up to the top turnbuckle. This might be it. There it is, nothing but net. He's gonna beat him. He's gonna beat LA Knight. And in a massive upset, Carmelo Hayes has defeated LA Knight. They will go to a tiebreaker match next week. They're all tied up now, 1-1, nothing but net. That rocker dropper off the top, the famouser. And it was Carmelo covering his man.
Here is your winner, Carmelo Hayes.
That is the biggest win in the career of Carmelo Hayes here in Pure Pro. And you hear the appreciation from the fans. I mean, he came out to booze, but they're cheering him now. That was incredible. It'll be this Friday night, August 4th at the Davis Fieldhouse in Greenville, South Carolina. The Pure Pro Global TV title will be on the line. Ivar will be taking on Otis, the champion. That shot was supposed to go to Solo Sikoa. Solo is injured. We're going to have more information for you next week on that situation. Also, Friday, August 11th in Roanoke, Virginia at Patrick Henry High School. Unfortunately, those tickets are sold out. You can still catch us Friday, August 18th at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum in Knoxville, Tennessee. LA Knight will be holding a meet and greet at 4 p.m. All bell times are at 6:30 p.m. And speaking about house shows, we're looking at house show footage from last night. As a matter of fact, we have to thank PPW fan Cindy Prince for allowing us to use this footage. She actually filmed this as our cameras had some technical issues. It was Ivar taking on a guy that we might not have seen around here before in Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander about 205 pounds to the 305 pounds of Ivar. Cedric, very familiar to a lot of Ring of Honor fans. You'll remember that he teamed with Caprice Ice Coleman. A lot of WWE fans will remember this man. He's a former Raw Tag Team Champion alongside Shelton Benjamin, who we did see compete in the TV title tournament. This was a match, and I'm not going to lie to you. I sat at ringside for this match, and I thought that Ivar dominated most of this thing. I mean, Cedric had his moments, but as we see here, it was Ivar with that neck vice just picking the man up by his skull. Cedric Alexander tried to roll to the outside, could not do it, ate the hard shot, but gave a back elbow, came in, dropped down, nice deep arm drag. And again, fans, you don't want to miss these live events when we come to your town. We hold these events on Fridays, the day before we come here to shoot television on Saturday mornings. We saw the abdominal stretch here last night, and a lot of people thought that Cedric Alexander was going to give it up there. Ivar has been on a warpath since he lost in that World Television Championship tournament. Ivar says that he should be the #1 contender. Of course, how does Carmelo Hayes, how does LA Knight feel about that, considering that they're competing in that best-of-3 series? In any case, Ivar will get his shot at Otis and that World Television Championship next week at our live event. If that championship changes hands, we will have that footage for you, but we will show you that footage no matter what. And will Ivar, a 305-pound senton, will Ivar be the World Television Champion when we come on the air next week? Spinning back kick that time. And then Ivar said that was enough, picked his man up, and it was greetings from Valhalla. That sit-out inverted fire thunder driver, the referee dropped down, and last night at our live event, Ivar got the win.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Pure Pro Wrestling International Television Championship.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Here comes the current #1 contender to the World Television Championship. We showed you that video package at the start of the broadcast to explain exactly why this man is getting this shot. But you've got to think, Otis has the Hurricane to get through tonight. He's got Ivar to get through Friday night. And then he's going to have to take on the winner of that best-of-3 series, either LA Knight or Hayes. Otis has his work cut out for him. Here tonight in the home of the Hurricane, still in North Carolina, the fans have rallied behind this man in the black and the green. And we're going to see if the Hurricane can get it done here. He's won championships in the WWE. He's won championships in WCW. He's competed for Impact Wrestling. He's competed in Ring of Honor. And here tonight, he competes for the TV Gold. And when we talk about intensity, when we talk about dominant champions, we have to talk about this man, Otis. Otis ran the rack, had to compete in 2 back-to-back matches in the TV title tournament just to capture that gold. He defeated not one, but two men back-to-back. No Gatorade, no cornermen, no timeouts. Otis here tonight, looking to prove something. He's looking to prove that he can defend this belt, not just win it. Otis has already defended this belt at our untelevised house event, and Otis now looking to do it on television in front of your eyes. Otis, though, no small task in having to overcome the much faster, the much more agile Hurricane in Sugar Shane Helms. We're going to send it right now to ringside and the ring announcer.
Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Hurricane. And his opponent, from Superior, Wisconsin, weighing in at 330 pounds, he is the Pure Pro Wrestling International Television Champion, Otis.
And I would not like to be the man trying to take the belt away from that wrestler right there here tonight. As always, the TV Championship bouts do have a 15-minute time limit. I understand that management is thinking maybe in the next month of changing that to 10 minutes. In any case, the champion does not have to beat the challenger. The champion, if he wants to, can go to the time limit. The challenger there, the Hurricane, needs to win this thing. We're going to see how this plays out. You hear that opening bell. It is main event time here at Pure Pro Wrestling. Listen to this crowd. Super kick that time from Sugar Shane Helms, aka the Hurricane. Now working the arm of Otis. And really the best thing the Hurricane can do here is out-quick Otis. The Hurricane is slightly taller. Otis 5'11", the Hurricane 6 foot even. Unfortunately for the Hurricane, who's 215 pounds, Otis is 330. The Hurricane, though, has been the smaller man most of his career. The Hurricane is used to fighting from underneath, as we saw that beautiful flying forearm cover here. Looking to win this thing early. Otis managed to rock that shoulder up off the canvas. Otis coming back with these heavy hands, rights and lefts. It's a nasty basic combo. But the faster Hurricane with a combo of his own came through with some right hooks and then that savate kick. Collar and elbow that time. The champ set for the ride. Leaping lariat that time, no water in the pool. Belly to backside takedown there from the former amateur wrestler Otis. And fans, you're going to want to follow us on Twitter at PPW Global. We're posting shorts, we're posting videos. You're going to get breaking news there. You're going to get house show results before anybody else gets them. Hurricane once again went for the lariat, and it's the same takedown from Otis. The story here tonight is basically the Hurricane is trying to out-quick his man, out-fly his man, and Otis is looking for the ground and pound and to slow this thing down. The fans here in North Carolina will be behind their boy, the Hurricane, a man, as we've stated before, who came up with guys like Evan Courageous. As we see that Muta-style Shining Wizard, Hurricane came up with guys like Evan Courageous, Matt and Jeff Hardy. We think about Shannon Moore, former NWA Wildside Tag Team Champion, or maybe NWA Anarchy, depending on when you watch that product. Tag Team Champion with Shannon Moore. Diving headbutt that time from Otis. Otis, a former not only freestyle but also Greco-Roman wrestling amateur champion. Been a tag team champion in the WWE as he throws his man away. Both of these men know what it is to hold gold. Otis currently knows, as we see that short arm lariat, what it's like to hold gold. And this is that vortex that you don't want to get into if you're the Hurricane. The vortex of these hard shots. And that short arm lariat was so nice that Otis just did it twice. Now a legal shot to the gut. Military press. Has the Hurricane up on his fingertips, cover here. Now, a lot of people look at the Hurricane and they assume that he's not a serious guy, a serious competitor because, you know, he wears a mask. The fact of the matter is that Sugar Shane Helms destroyed his body for 9 years before even making it to WCW. And he did it without a mask. He did it as Sugar Shane Helms, Gregory Shane Helms. High crotch here. There's that Bronx Bomb, shades of Tony DeVito in the old ECW. In any case, the Hurricane, a massive Green Lantern fan. And it was basically because his wrestling was not being noticed by the promoter that he started wearing this Green Lantern style outfit and mask. The fans got behind him and his career took off after that. Of course, we lost the Sugar Babies, but that's a different story. Steve Corino Driver only got a 1 count there. The Hurricane looking to stay on his man. The Hurricane focused. The Hurricane determined. Ducks behind. And once again, another Corino Driver. The Hurricane will fly. Goes up top. Might be a little bit too slow. Got caught that time by Otis. Hurricane fights back off the Falcon's nest. And then snaps off that flying Hurricane Rana. Referee in position here. Hurricane has his man pinned. Could not get the job done. And fans, it is every Saturday at noon Eastern that you will watch events from Pure Pro Wrestling get posted. Nice face mask, Sting-style bulldog there from the champion Otis. Otis now sends his man for the ride. Shoulder block there, both men stay up. The Hurricane trying to throw fists, but Otis gets the better of his man. Flapjack that time. Otis surveys the damage. Kip up from the man in green and black. Overhead Otis suplex. That belly to belly over the top. Almost reminded me of the human suplex machine Taz, the way he snapped that off. Both men now back out to the arena floor. Thin padding out there. And the Hurricane military press, gorilla press onto that arena floor. Otis trying to send his man back in. The Hurricane puts the brakes on, drops back down to the arena floor. Tried to pull the leg of Otis, could not do it. Otis back to center ring. The vet had that one scouted. Once again, military press. The Hurricane here needs to try to come back into this thing. I mean, the Hurricane had a nice little run at the beginning of this as we see that double sledge off the middle. But Otis has really been dominating this thing the last couple of seconds. And he's looking for the world's strongest slam. This is how he defeated every man in the tournament and won the championship. They were not able to kick out of that. Let's see if the Hurricane in front of his hometown crowd can. And no, he cannot. Otis gets the win here tonight. Otis has been such a great global television champion. Let's go to the replays. This is that fall forward slam, the world's strongest slam. And we can't take anything away from the Hurricane. The Hurricane had a great showing here tonight in North Carolina.
Here is your winner, and still Pure Pro Wrestling International Television Champion, Otis.
And another great showing from Otis. He will take on Ivar this Friday. Next week, for the first time, the PPW Cruiserweights lift off. Also, LA Knight faces Carmelo Hayes in the finals of their best of 3 series. Wrestling fans, thank you, and good night.